Hi everybody, welcome back to Tenor Guitar Lessons. In this lesson we're going to work on a little bit of a D scale. We've been working a lot in the key of D with both our left hand getting those chord shapes down and with our right hand getting a strum pattern and a cross picking pattern in previous lessons. And in this lesson we are going to be working on a little bit of a D scale that we're going to incorporate into playing chords in future lessons. So this little pattern is going to start on the open low D string. And then we're going to hit the second fret on that same string with our first finger, pointer finger. And the fourth fret with our ring finger, skipping the middle. Fifth fret with our pinky. And aiming for kind of closer to the fret than away. If your finger's back here, you're more likely to get a buzz. But if your finger's right up close to that fret, it's easier to push down. So again, starting from the bottom, we have open, 2, 4, 5 with our open, pointer, ring, pinky. So open, 2, 4, 5. Let's go back down, starting with 5, 5, 4, 2, open. So let's go back up, starting with open, open, 2, 4, 5. And then we're going to switch strings with our right hand. We're going to go over to the A string. Sounds like that. And then we're going to do that same pattern. Open, 2 on the A string, 4 on the A string, 5 on the A string. Going back down, 5, 4, 2, open, 5 on the D string, 4 on the D string, 2 on the D string, open D string. So that's a scale, a D major scale. Let's go from the bottom to the top and back down. Here we go, starting with 0, 2, 4, 5, open A string, second fret, 4, 5, back down, 5, then 4, 2, open, 5th fret on the D, then 4, then 2, then open. All right, so that's a D major scale, as I said. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the first half of that scale, starting on the D string, and we're going to add in our cross-picking pattern. So starting with the open D string, we have down on the D, up on the A, down on the high D, up on the A, and repeating that pattern. Then second fret on the low D string. Everything else is the same. Open A and open high D. Fourth fret. Fifth fret. Fourth. Second, open, so that is a pattern that I use all the time on the tenor guitar. Again, it's a little lighter than kind of just wailing through chords all the time. This way we have kind of like we have these little drones up top with a little walking bass line below. And using that, what we're doing is we're kind of implying different chords. So these open strings, D, A, D, all open, is implying a D chord. It is a D chord. Then the second fret, we're kind of turning that chord into an A chord. Now it still has this D on top, so it's not a full A chord in the kind of classical sense or music theory sense. But for folk music, it kind of gets us by. So second fret, open, open is an A chord. And it shares that fret with this A chord we learned earlier, just without the high second fret. And the fourth fret is another D chord. It's just a different sound. So starting up at the beginning again, we have open D. Second fret is an A chord. Fourth is a D. And then a fifth fret implies a G chord. And again, it's not a music theory correct G, but these drone notes really become just that. They just kind of drone along in the background, and the note that changes sort of takes precedence in our ears, and so it doesn't our ears start to accept that, oh, this is a G chord, D chord, A, D, A chord, another D, G. And again, just sort of the purpose of this is to get a lighter sound than our full chords, which are just as nice, but they're just a different sound. So I think that's a great place to stop for this lesson. There's more lessons in this series coming, so keep an eye out. Again, all these lessons are over at tenorguitarlessons.com, and hope to see you there, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.